Hi guys, this is Ashley Kay, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you some more tips on how to have a conversation with a guy to make him more interested in you and to ultimately make him pursue you. So the first thing I've noticed is that men and women have very different conversation styles. When a woman goes into a conversation with a man, she's probably thinking, is this guy right for me in the long term? So she has a list of criteria that she feels he needs to meet for her to be interested in him. So oftentimes what she'll end up doing is bombarding him with a lot of questions because she wants to know, get to the point of it, like, is he right for me? However, a guy is different in the sense that he is only looking to impress you enough or finds you, whether he finds you interesting enough to impress you enough to get to the next stage with you. So the next stage may be to get your phone number, to get a date with you, or to get a kiss with you. So that's all he's kind of worried about. Sure, in the back of his head, he might also be thinking, yes, she could possibly be the one, but that's not at the forefront of what he's going to be worrying about. He just wants to see if he can get to the next stage. So obviously these two styles clash with each other. So if you are dominating the conversation by throwing questions left and right at him, not allowing him to do his part, which is to impress you and see if he can get to the next stage with you, you're really putting him into the corner, right? If you throw out these questions and he doesn't know how to answer them, you're taking the control away from him, and he's going to feel less interested because he doesn't know where to go from there, right? Because you cornered him in, basically. So in the beginning, what you really want to do is you want to relax a bit. Don't put so much pressure on you and think that the conversation needs to be on all the time and has to be dead on focused about, is this guy right for you, kind of thing. So the first thing is welcome pauses in a conversation. So don't stress that, if there's any pauses in the conversation, there's something wrong in, between the two of you. Like, it has to go perfectly. Pauses are actually a good thing, and it's a natural thing, right? If you're comfortable with someone, there's going to be pauses. What's not natural is someone who constantly talks on and on, or, there's no breaks at all in the conversation. Right. So the pauses does the second thing, which is it signals to him that, gives him the opportunity to do what he needs to do, which is to impress you, try to impress you, in whatever way he feels he needs to. So if he is kind of interested in you and he wants to, move it along so he can get to know you more, then he will, try to make you laugh, try to be funny, try to say the things that you probably want to hear, to make you feel good, right? This is good. This is good because then it puts him in the pursuit mode, right, to try to pursue you. Now, the second tip is, if you know a guy is interested in you and you are also interested in him, this is where you also need to learn a bit of self-control. Because if you start thinking, okay, great, he's really into me and I'm also really into him, that means we can, move the relationship along really quick. We can, you start texting him all the time, flirting with him all the time, setting up dates, basically making it very easy for him. Then once again, you're cutting off his opportunity to pursue you, because if a guy is interested in you, he will naturally pursue you. He will naturally be chasing you up for contact, for another date, regularly, because he knows if he wants more time with you because he likes you, he needs to do that. If you stop giving him that opportunity to do that, you start making it easy for him, then he will actually lose a bit of interest, because you're already doing it. So he can kind of take his time with you. He doesn't need to pursue as hard. So the third tip is, make sure you don't close off close the doors too early on him. What I mean by that is, if you start telling him, once again, the things you don't like. So if you say, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like guys like this, like that, your list of criteria is kind of subtly like slipping them into the conversations and things like that, then once again, you're boxing him into the corner, because he will probably think the next time he thinks of you, he will think, well, she doesn't like this, doesn't like that, and it will be then too hard for him to please you. Okay, so the third tip is really about make it easy for him to impress you and please you, because a guy will more readily chase. Like I said, guys only want to do enough to get to the next stage with you. So if you make it seem so difficult for him to even just get to the next stage with you, like the next date, or kiss or whatever, then most likely he's going to think, oh, she's too difficult, too hard, he'll lose interest and go after someone else. So yeah, basically, don't make it too difficult. Make it easy for him to pursue you, and then it'll be more enjoyable for both of you. So that's basically my tip this week. If you like more tips and help on dating and attracting men, check out the site lovedelusions.com/dating men. And I'll talk to you next week. Bye.